Go ahead. Us old players love skirmish. Make it the official game mode.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be the only voice of reason here and say absolutely not. Don't you get it? He's just been feeding you everything you want to hear. He's playing you.
To be fair, I haven't lied since I got here.
You're not involved in this anymore.
I'm feeling pretty involved.
Boy, don't make me come up there and be a parent.
First time for everything.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something I don't like, and that is digging through my gallery to look for video files that I've recorded, because I've used so many templates at this point. It's just a mess. I need to put this crap in the folders.
Ooh, that's kind of small.
Hi, Jay Ashborne here. Tapping to ladder, and we're gonna check out this kind of how Erica feels for a few days, see if it's worth changing over, seeing if we might need to switch over to Mournval or maybe Avalyn, see what's going on. Chaos, don't see much of that. This guy's quite low to rank. That's fine. Everybody's up and coming. It's okay, as long as you keep the press in. Half the game is about that grind, and that's what we're here for. 2 damage off the top. What a nice clear to break my faith. It's okay. We've got just a good follow-up too. Following with the Novate into prayer. Tap another heal on that. Alright. Now break this, my friend. Probably my favorite 3E play right now is playing your 2-drop on turn 1 and on turn 3 playing your 1 plus a 2. Seems to be the way I've used it. Ah. No solution. May have needed to save that card you played earlier, my friend. He's gonna break the shield. Oh! Hellfire finds it anyway. Okay, cool. I guess that is the starting Chaos Defense card. Perhaps I'm wrong. I don't think I've seen that one too often. I don't know. Kind of a clunky hand. We are moving into 5E though, so this next turn looks to be pretty reliable. We got Astrid come down on 5E. Not looking for the Exorcist. Gonna go ahead and throw that off to the side. Give her a little bit of health and keep conquering. Ladder's been okay. I initially thought the impact to Erica was going to be way worse. It seems she's still quite manageable. I initially put her at like a C plus tier, maybe even C flat. She's probably B rank. She feels fine. You have to run hot, you have to draw well, hit your answers. On the games where you struggle for faith, you will definitely feel it. Your Sacred Rose Sisters, your Sacred Rose, Rhinos, the girls that come out of that will be quite low impact because they don't have the additional stats. But, you know, the games where they talent for the first turn, maybe the second turn, you are running fine. It's just everything goes to plan. She plays like normal. The 9 faith buff, debuff, I'm not really feeling so much. I'm going to play the Adelaide here. Is the 4 faith from when they changed her talent from 3 to 4. That is the one I'm feeling the most. The additional faith for the 2 damage. So that one is actually becoming a small struggle. Cleansing Flames, not of much help to us. Doesn't really have a wide board. Gonna tack an extra health onto this, that way it doesn't die. And just kind of apply some pressure. This game felt pretty normal. I didn't really struggle too much or anything. I don't think Chaos is the most competitive archetype right now anyway. I think they need a few changes to be good. Finds to clear with the Helldrake. Good for him. Drew pretty dead right here. We're just gonna apply a Faith, apply a Shield, and ping. Maybe apply pressure with Cleansing Flames? No, not this turn. Okay. It's like I could have applied a little pressure with Cleansing Flames too if I really just wanted to put the clock on him. Really wanting to get to that 9 faith for the lockdown. Don't want anything crazy to come out and me to have to struggle. Looks like he is going to find a solution to break my shield anyway, which breaks the prayer in return. Gain some health. He is not playing a lot of troops. His deck must be very thick on the back end. Amalia, pretty good draw. We're just going to continue the pressure, even burning the Cleansing Flames. That's questionable. You could have saved that. I felt I wanted to end this game quickly because we were reaching high levels of energy, and I knew that if he wasn't playing anything throughout the entire game, surely he's got heavy costed cards in his hand. So I'm trying to end this game as quick as possible. It might have even been notable to not even pray here and just to start smacking face to put him at 12 and lower it, you know, over and over. Out comes this guy. Don't want that to trigger any. So we're just going to slam a threat on the board and say, deal with this. Again, I could have smacked face here to apply some more pressure. He would be at 5, which would put him in range to be cleared even if he killed the Exorcist. So yeah, probably attacking was probably the correct response for the past 2 turns, but I did not. We're at such a lead in this game, I don't really think it matters. But I mean, it does matter because, hey, player skill matters to everything, so it's always reflection and how you look at things. You have to understand when to apply pressure and when not to, so it separates the goods from the bads. So I definitely could have had him at 3 life and he would be dead on the following turn. With the Rite of Restoration in hand and the Exorcist in play, I think he is dead anyway, but he could be at 4 less life right now. So, alright, Chaos spawns. These guys don't hurt too bad. And he's gonna clear. Yeah. Okay. Even decides to break the prayer. Wow, that was ballsy. I don't know about that one, buddy. Casting the talent, but it does not matter. Exorcist comes into play. Faith trigger. Takes 5 damage. There you go. Moving into Space Wolves. Gonna crack a soda here. Ah, my Russian brothers. Comrade. Nice. Pretty fair rank, honestly. I would say it's just shy of top 50, to be honest. It's so early in ladder that this is like day 4 of ladder, so I'm saying like top 50s. 1500 at the max, 800 at the bottom, so it's probably just shy of top 50. This guy's a grinder, you can tell. I'm currently drinking a Sprite Remix, 2 o'clock in the morning. Wrapping up all the edits, nice and pretty. Great memes, good songs. Everything else looks good. Now I just need to find my nicotine, and I think I'll be set. That side of the blood rituals, you know. Gotta have those too. So, chilling at 2 faith. Crusader in play, 4 health, active prayer. Could go to 3 this turn. Alright. Ferocity trigger, lightning bolt comes to play. Here comes the Grey Hunter off of this. Okie dokes. No 3 for me. Yikes. Heal forward your Warlord. Oof. Is that what they start out with? That does not seem solid of all the cards. That has to be one of the weakest defense cards I've seen. Alright, gonna take the trade here. We're going to make him have it or not. So I was checking to see if, making sure that was not his talent. Like, I'm pretty sure he gets a wolf, so. Alright. He does decide to lower that wolf's cost by 1. Draws a troop. Another lightning bolt. No, this is Revere. Okay, he's drawing a card. I was like, no, please don't clear it. He's not going to clear it, thank God. Alright. Pretty good. Out comes the Astrid. Nice. Get our prayers going. See if we can't gain some faith for next turn. We're looking at possibly 4 faith on next turn. It'd be pretty nice. This is still pretty early in the game. Anyone else ever speak any other languages? Like, I know I picked up some French in high school, some Spanish in high school, and then Russian obviously is like my main gist, but did anyone else pick up anything else? Like, what did school have you learn? I heard schools like in some states have German and stuff. That'd be pretty cool to take, I think. I didn't really get the option outside of anything for Spanish or French, so I had to be pretty... I was like, Spanish is boring. Then I learned it anyway. So, French was no better, by the way. All of that high school education went through absolute nothing. I rotted it out of my brain. Growing up, I remember like 2 sentences. The biggest thing that I learned in French is to ask people if they are a cat, because to me that's important. I must know if you are an animal. I asked people, or I know how to ask people to come eat fish with me. And my favorite line is, Je suis un très grand pomme de terre. Please forgive my awful pronunciation. Is the most American thing I can possibly say, and it means I am a very large potato. Which is not true. I'm actually quite thin, but it's average American doesn't do much, I guess. Obesity meme and hamburger and whatever the hell they scream in other countries. That card is a threat once it's in play, isn't it? Got some long turns. Thought is good. The more you have to invest in your turns to play them out in your head, because he's planning something out, because this is not just a single turn investment. He's looking at what's going on in his next turn too, I guarantee you. He is probably worried about the clear here, but he is definitely worried about another troop. The fact these have tied and ferocity bothers me so much. God, what a good card. That's insane how powerful that card is. Nuts. Alright, doesn't clear the Astrid. What am I gonna do? That's the real question. Celestian, Gunner's Sister, Prayer. This will make him have to attack twice to break that, or at least ping it. Apply some pressure. Kind of stalling a turn here, more or less. We're trying to break up to the 8 faith to get this DI and the Exorcist online. So we are really trying to keep this on for just a little bit longer. Don't care if we take a turn to slow things down a bit, but we're definitely trying to stall till we hit that 8th faith. We have 2 8 faith required cards in our hand. We must get there. So as long as we get there, we'll be fine. This troop is going hard. Ah, Lightning Bolt. Good card. One of the most broken cards in all of Magic. Made its way to fucking Warpforge. You know what we do need? We need on-death triggers. When Death card comes out, they need to make on-death triggers. Something that happens when this card dies. It seems natural. Alright, what's our turn looking like? Kind of like Death Rattle in Hearthstone, I guess. Magic's got it too. Yu-Gi-Oh! Does also. I'm sure Death Guard, that has to be the thing that comes out for Death Guard, right? And lots of healing, of course. Though with the prayer, look at that back end. She thick, boy. 11 health, my lord. Here I'm just trying to stall a little bit. I could have applied some pressure. Didn't really feel it was needed. I'm trying to get him to extend more cards into play so I can burn this DI. And here we are. Definitely, with the ferocity save, he is trying to keep that unit in play. But wait, I have a retort. Yeah, definitely take this clear for sure. Ooh, Catherine, just an all early game. In my head, I was debating this turn on if I should wait and try and save for Exorcist. And then I looked at that 9 health drop pod and I'm like, probably not. That 9 health drop pod's scary. Can do it again next turn. And I just decided, screw it, we'll DI. Probably the correct call. Waiting a turn is very iffy. Slam these out of play. We are at 9 faith. We stun things now. Hello. I'm Erica from last patch, and I have something to say to you. Would like to speak to your manager. Applying some pressure, even with Astrid. Screw it. We're going ham. Throw that pressure on him. Make him feel that this is coming to an end quickly and that he will not have another turn. We turned the corner real quick with DI, so kind of what you're looking to do against the Logan matchup. That's kind of what I've experienced. Removal. Sadly, that does not cut it, my friend. It's 11. She's so thick. He had 2. Oh, no, he has another piece of removal. Okay, I thought it was the same one for a second. This is also removal. Still counts. You play units. Those are strong. It does not matter to us. We are going hard. I would not be surprised. I was like, yeah, I would not be surprised if I hit face here too, just to keep the pressure going. I want him to have no hope. This game is ending, and I will end it. With the melee attack there, he falls into range of a... he falls into range for Cleansing Flames, so pretty good looking towards my outs. Because I have 5 in hand. I've got 2 from the Warlord, and 3 from the talent, so Cleansing Flames off the top would also be lethal, even if he somehow finds a way to remove the Exorcist. He would have to deploy a taunt here and remove the Exorcist as well. Looking pretty grim. Cycle. That is a strong effect. One down and what looks like 1 to go. Got another Space Wolves. You should expect a lot of this if you are heading into the ranked season. There's definitely been a lot. Got a little bit of Black Mane here, Mr. Ragnar. If you haven't seen the show Vikings, definitely go check it out. 7 seasons. I wish there were more. There's another, like, it's on Netflix. There's another Vikings as well they made, but it's not nearly as good. The first one's the real series. Second one's crap. Yeah. Second Relics. Blech. Gross. Get it out of my hand. I don't even want to see it. This hand's hella clunky. Very slow. I'm guessing Black Mane is tending to be the aggro variant. We kind of saw this coming. This is a straight up tempo Amalia. 0 faith. I don't care. Get stats on board. Sometimes you have to do this. It never feels good because you want to save, like, this is the 1 piece of removal in your deck. Maybe the 2nd piece that can deal with a Bjorn or something like that, but you never want to play this on 3, but sometimes you really have to. Getting this troop down, like if I had not played it, look where I would be on this turn. It feels awful. At least I have the trade here. Oh, I don't even use it. Wow, that's good. Guess this stays around for another turn to trade with something else. Just a threat on the board. Like, I have so much stats on board. He's now forced to trade off with Seraphim, or at least do something else. It's just good to get additional stats on board sometimes. Very nice. Yeah, 2 relics. Hella clunky. Somebody remind me to put a card back on this deck. It is looking awfully new. I've been testing like a couple lists, kind of cycling cards in and out. I had tried a couple cards I'd never tried before. I'll have to highlight them in the next video and kind of walk through my process of elimination and where I ended up and what I've cut. Ooh, nice clear. But I think we're starting to slowly hone in on stability. My initial read of Erica was pretty bad. I don't think it's nearly as bad as I made it out to be. She's still good. She's just not where she was. And it's not even the effects to her talent that hit, well, sort of. It's not the Faith 9 effect that is so crippling to her. The 4 Faith change is pretty detrimental. The Sacred Rose Sister change is super detrimental. You feel that in every game you play, and it's so noticeable. It's hard to imagine this card with anything besides this. It feels very balanced now, and you can feel the lack of power. Not a fan of it. It's still good. You have to run it. You're thirsty for the drops, but man, there are... Jeez, this card, it used to be so good. I can't believe it was better than it is. I play it now, and I'm still like, wow, is this still good? Out comes the drop pod. Mark some troops up. Okay. See what he opts for here. Hits the gunner. What are we looking at? Couple options. Gonna throw prayer on this. Trade off. Pray to burn. Yeah. Okay. So we do have the prayer. We will be getting the rhino trigger. I could slam a second rhino. Or I could relics. Looks like second rhino is going to be the choice. Yeah, okay. This creates maximum pressure in board state. Something that's going to be hard for him to climb back from. Even though his troops are super efficient, and this is Space Wolves after all. The majority of my struggles on ladder have not been against Space Wolves. The Space Wolves matchup has been fine. It's the other matchups I've been getting painfully, brutally dismembered in. The Varro Codex matchup feels nearly unwinnable. It's so bad. Okay. Blizzard up. Clears a rhino. That's still a lot of faith. Yep. Relics it up. Ping. Gunner sister. Novitate chilling in the back. Sorry, hun. Little sister, you had your day. Hmm. 20 on board, plus 3 in hand. We have 22 damage right now. But 9 faith.
Fall back. We live to hunt another day.
What the hell is this?
Judgment. With holy fire you shall be cleansed.
What the hell indeed. We must have ran into the only Judith on ladder. My lord. What I would deem probably the worst sister warlord. I like her too. I think her talent's really cool. I just think, man, that heal is very mid. If it gave it health like Erica, it'd be good. better. I don't know if good. Erica's talent's still busted in my opinion. But man, okay, so a little bit of a mirror. See what other players are finding success with. This guy is legend. He's playing sisters. He has at least a win under his belt, so he might be running into some other stuff. See what he's running. See if we're coming to the same conclusions. Celestian, noted that card is solid.
I have vanquished worse.
We have one of our own.
Seen worse. I have vanquished worse.
Let's see what he opts for here. He can clear the Celestian with his... Ooh, Cleansing Flames. Even better. Does clear with Junith. And... Ooh. I don't know about that. I probably would have put a shield on Celestian, I think. We're going to drop Little Sister.
Prove my worth.
Give it a buff.
Him
And a
with
shield.
my life.
Give it a health. Let's see how he chooses to do with this. We're at a 1 faith advantage, and we're going to try and leech that as hard as we can, applying more and more pressure. Opts to clear the shield. That is nuts. Scared it might get out of control. If you were going to do that, wouldn't you use... See, why did you not use
My aim in the coming battle.
Junith to clear the shield? He's really worried about my faith gain, I guess. These are very different options that I would have taken. I think a lot of times in the sister matchup, I just say, screw it, we'll go to high faith, and we'll just play from there. Or I will
Consecrate.
heavily maintain my lead. However, he's not in a lead. He's in a deficit, and he's still trying to contain it. I think if you're playing from behind, he's playing to not lose, if that makes sense. And a lot of times, instead of playing to not lose, I played to my outs, like to what would win me the game. While he may not be climbing ahead in the faith department, or I may not be climbing ahead in the faith department, he's keeping my faith on check for now. I am still deploying threats that are a little bit heavier than him. Not that Retributor's bad in any means. I think that card's fine. Does take the clear here. See what's up. Get a full 6 energy. I don't think you should, if you're behind, you should just do your own thing and let your opponent respond to you in some cases, I feel. I think that's what I would have done in his situation. That may not be right to every extent, but to here, I feel I would have just started playing heavy and played my heavy threats and quit worrying about what my opponent was playing and started worrying about what I can do to increase my faith. Even the prayer there, little sketch. I really think if he would have just started praying with Celestian, I could not have blocked these prayers or had broken them. I would have just been doing what I'm currently doing. And that's just pumping as much as I can onto board and hoping he will respond to me. And he keeps responding to me, and I feel like that is part of the issue here. So next time you find yourself in a deficit situation, if you're in like a Sister's Mirror or... maybe you could probably do it in Dark Angels as well. And you think that you were worried about your opponent getting a ton of agenda, or faith in this case, perhaps worried about increasing your own instead of worried about prohibiting his. And see if that may have a different outcome or if it affects you better. If it doesn't, that's fair. But if it may. That's kind of how I play. I tend to be the quick-fingered, make my decisions super fast in my head as I see things come into play and then roll with it. Opting to clear again. Alright, prayer. At that key 4 faith, these do get health on them. Ping the Celestian off the board. Probably followed up with a Warlord melee. Alright, clear the Cherub. Clear this unit, and we're going to pray with this one. Yeah, we could have prayed with both, technically. I just thought the one clear would be fine. This way we're still gaining some advantage. I think praying with both there would have been okay too. Alright, opts for the trade into the Rhino. Astrid at 4. Still at 2 faith. Very limited. Opts to clear this, so it doesn't look like he's getting a prayer this turn, or any faith gain, unless he casts relics. Alright, Battle Sister. It's the one that gives flank, I believe. Imaginifier? Yeah, okay. Ping this, take a free trade with the shield. Giving this a prayer. Deciding to clear the Astrid. Guess we're going to leave that Battle Sister on the field for a turn. Looks like I should slam relics here. It's the best use of my energy. Yeah, there we go. If you have the option to spend all of it and you're not holding cards back for a specific instance, definitely spend your energy. It builds up over time, and every piece of wasted energy is not good. It allows you to get more done. Still running this card. I tend to not be a fan of it. However, we are drawing pretty dead right now, so we do need to rip off the top. Ooh, and he has a Sacred Rose. Those do not have flank, my friend. They do not pray the turn they come out. You should really be worried about trying to hit that clutch, what is it, that 3 faith barrier. 3 faith is the, still the big measure in this deck. You still, if you're not hitting 3 faith by turn 4 or 5, it's not a good look. Playing what we have. He's currently sitting at 2 faith. Meanwhile, we're at 9. Ugh, flat up Exorcist on 10. And here we go again. He's opting to damage this troop. Does not even look like he can clear it. Instead of prayers. I don't know. These decisions I do not like. Almost made a mistake here. I thought about casting Exorcist. And then I realized, wait, why do I have to? I can just stun his. Cast another Relics, draw some cards. A DI is nice. However, the Sacred Rose is very clutch. Heal this up so it takes a hit and survives. Trade with one of the sisters. It's like we're going to pray with the others. Yep. That is stunned up. Yeah, I just think he had a lot of options to gain faith this game, and he did not choose them.
The Emperor's will.
There's one thing that's very noticeable about this turn, though, in that it is his board gets wiped with this play. No cards in hand. Gonna take the clear. If I had a real set of gonads, I might have cleared with my Warlord and the Novate instead of a... Did I have enough? I don't think I had enough. No, I didn't think that would work. I was like, wait, I don't think I had it right. Anyway, looking grim. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been nice. Hope you guys are enjoying what you're seeing. Not quite as dead as we thought, I suppose. Only Time will tell. We'll really have to see how this clashes back into it. Maybe we'll do some exploring if this doesn't pan out. I'm going to try and move on to maybe more involved, maybe Evelyn next week. So just got to find out what's good and what's not. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Ah!